I recently received a question from a subscriber asking, if you're inexperienced in renting a property to a tenant, how do you find a good lease template? And how do you find an attorney that can help me? I'll answer that question, and that's the topic of this video. Hello again, everyone. I'm attorney Robert Flesses. If you're new to my channel, now may be a good time to subscribe, because by subscribing, you'll know where to go to get answers to your legal questions. There are people that are new landlords, and you know from my previous videos, a lease is an important document because it spells out the terms of the tenancy. The lease not only sets forth the monthly rent, security deposit, and the length of the lease, but it also sets the rules of the tenant's occupancy. Should problems develop with a tenant, where do you think everyone goes to see if the problem is covered? The lease. So where can you find a good lease that includes the terms that you want and also comports with the landlord-tenant law in your particular state? Well, the first thing is you don't want to download just any lease from the internet from an unknown source. I know the attraction is that they're inexpensive, but many of them may contain illegal clauses that could cause your lease to be unenforceable if challenged by a tenant. Check to see if there's a company in your city that has state-approved lease documents. Usually those type of leases are written by attorneys. At least they should be, and the name of the author of the lease is usually written at the bottom of the lease form. There are also other documents that become part of the lease. Did you know that? For example, a lead-based paint addendum or smoke detector addendum and other applicable documents. A lease is usually not 1 or 2 pages. It may contain several pages. If you don't have a local store that sells approved leases, then your next option is to hire an experienced real estate attorney that can draft a lease that fits your specific rental property. It might cost you a few $100, but it's worth the money, especially if you run into a problem with a tenant. You can find a good local real estate attorney by doing an online search. Talk to many attorneys before you select one. Most attorneys will give you a few minutes on the phone for free. So keep in mind that if you're a new landlord, you want to get a good lease, and you could use it multiple times once your rental property inventory grows. Sometimes you may have to tweak your lease based upon problems that you encounter during your life as a landlord. I'm attorney Robert Flesses. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you in my next video.